No, gotta use the other arm. Other arm. Okay. I was meant to vlog all these events, but I didn't because life was too hectic. And why does this bring out my spots so badly? I thought the lighting would be better here, but it's not. Okay. Anyway, so lots has happened. So Wednesday I went to Gloucester to do my in-person audition. I wasn't feeling particularly anyway. And then on top of that, I had nerves and was really not feeling well because of those. So I was barely eating anything. Like I was like snacking, going, I really can't eat this. I'm gonna be sick. I'm too nervous. And then they started with a technique class where they did a bit of contemporary and they did one jazz exercise with turns. They were all very friendly. They were all very nice. But they had bars neatly, let me emphasize this, neatly put away at the side, and you can see that like you knew, oh, they're there, don't fall over them. I like full on kicked it, tripped, and really hurt my foot. I kept going. Then we were doing the jazz exercise, and I was like, my foot really does hurt. It's like throbbing, but you know when you're like concentrating, and you and also had adrenaline going, and I was like, I've got to. So then we then did like a little, like a dancey contemporary thing. She used some other word, but we did like one of those rolls that I can do. So when she first said it, I was like, oh yeah, I don't like these, but I can do them, so I'll be fine. Where you like roll. I'll explain why that hurts in a second. But when you like roll from your like toes down to your knee on both your feet, I've forgotten what it's called. I have absolutely no clue actually. Never mind forgetting, I just don't know. But I then looked down at my foot, I looked down and my foot was like full on bleeding. Like 3 of my toes had like scratches and they were like full on swollen. I was like, we may have a problem here. Like at the time it looks more disturbing than it is, but I just also, to make this funnier, the day before I told my dance teacher I get nervous and then I fall over, like I always have, and I did it a little more dramatically than usual, I'd say. Like I usually come out with like a few bruises, but I actually like had proper cuts. But then we were doing the roll downs anyway, and because I was trying not to put too much weight on my foot, because I wanted it to survive and to be able to keep going, I didn't manage to transfer my weight onto both knees properly, so I properly whacked my right knee. I'm not gonna show you the foot because it's a bit disgusting. I'm debating showing the bruise, but I don't really want to worry people. But it's like one of those that's kind of, it was proper like black and blue. It's kind of like calm down on. I had a slight, because we did commercial, which was fine because I had shoes on then. Yeah, I was barefooted. I didn't have like jazz shoes or anything on. Oh my gosh. But I then had an hour of like hour-ish of commercial afterwards, which I didn't know what to really expect, because I've had places where I've gone for said commercial and they've done like jazz. I've done places that have done like full on hip hop, and I'm not really I can do like basic hip hop from like my K-pop. Like most of, I'd say, what I've learned of hip hop is street dance when I was younger. I did commercial hip hop with the Hammond in summer schools, and I've done like K-pop covers. Also contemporary I haven't done much at. All my contemporary was at the Hammond for summer schools and Easter schools. So jazz was the only one that I actually knew, and we only did one exercise, and I was there like, this is not going well. But I get why they did it. It's like the two extremes, isn't it? I was like, I'm gonna cry. Also, my strongest style is tap. Help. So to be honest, after this whole situation, I didn't audition for anywhere else. I don't think I'll get in. Which, to be honest, it hasn't quite hit me yet, because I'm kind of just going, they haven't said whether you're in or not yet. Be calm. Like, who knows? Something might happen. Some miracle might happen and I get in. But if I don't, I just realised my glasses. If I don't get in, I don't know, I might try to go through clearing, but have like backup plans. Like, I think I'm going to do teaching courses with like, I think it's BBO and stuff, because by then I'll have my intermediate tap, modern and ballet, hopefully. Hopefully, if COVID doesn't decide it's going to ruin everything. Yeah. So that didn't go well. I would cry, but it hasn't quite, reality hasn't hit me yet. I can kind of feel myself going panic. But I've got a backup plan, so it's fine. I somehow have to find, like, you have to pay for the ones in BBO and stuff, you know, you're not like on a uni thing, so I have to somehow like find £4,000-ish, I think it was. But we'll go with it. I hope I get in, but I have very small hope, because I wasn't, how do I put it, it wasn't my strengths, and then to add to it, I hurt myself, so then I wasn't doing. And the ones they saw, like, with like when I wasn't like toe hurt, was my weaknesses, which is balance. Like, my balance skills are so bad. They go, "You a dancer? What is this?" I've always been bad at balance, but oh my gosh. Anyway, so toes not happy, knees not happy, but I did have a moment where we ended up talking about K-pop in the middle of the Q&A. So I'm hoping the Q&A went well, at least, because I think the first bit did definitely not. I'm actually kind of worried. But anyway, moving on to the next thing. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's not about me and privacy, but a relative of mine went into hospital for an operation, so we dealt with that all Thursday, and my finger's falling off from holding the phone, sorry. And then on Friday, obviously, oh, where was I going? Oh, I know. No, obviously going on about this. I then had my driving theory test, which I literally just about passed. You need 43 out of 50 on the like multiple question thing, and I got 43. to, like, I had been like revising, probably not as much as I should have, because I thought, oh, I'll be fine. And then I had a week off from not revising because basically I've been doing a little bit at a time, like before I like switched off. Like I'd go on my phone, and I'll link the website I used below because it was really helpful. Which basically goes through each section and you answer all the questions. So I'd use that, but I'm just glad I passed, to be honest. But on the hazard perception, I got 61 out of 75, which I think is quite good. I mean, my mum has always said the only reason she said as I came out, the only reason she lets me drive is because I have hazard perception. I have no like coordination, but you know, I can't stop, but I know it's there. Gonna help, isn't it? But you know, so that happened, and then I went and got my first COVID vaccination because the the NHS mistakes happen, but it always seems to be around me or someone that I know. I feel like I curse everyone, even if they don't know me like really well. I always hear stories going wrong. I know there's a lot going on, but I'm a bit like, okay. But they missed me, and we got back in October. We got a letter from my sister. But obviously, if you've seen like previous vlogs, I got a positive test, and my sister's had a positive test. But sorry. She had COVID, I didn't. I had like the flu, but still the lateral flow came up. But I did 2 PCRs, and still isolated for the full 10 days. Well, it was 10 at the time. It's now like 5, isn't it? Yeah, but mine was just flu. But because of that, we had to. I know it was like. It was beginning of November, is that first week back after the holidays, so we had to cancel all those and had to like reschedule. So I only just got it, but I should have had mine like way sooner. I haven't had any symptoms, not symptoms, what do you call it, reactions or anything except for sore arm. It was sore as Mum was like, oh, it's just a small needle, it doesn't hurt, it's fine. And I was like, okay, good, because I don't have a fear of needles. But I had blood drawn, and I don't think they're meant to do this, but the lady wiggled it in my arm, and it really, really did hurt. And I don't think they're meant to do that. I'm not a doctor, or a nurse or anything, but it's a bit, you know. But ever since anyone says like an injection, even if it's not having your blood drawn, my brain goes to that pain. So gonna take a while to get that fear out of me, isn't it? Well, feeling. But it wasn't as bad as that, but it did hurt a lot more than I thought it was going to. Yeah, anyway, I need to get up. What am I doing? I kind of overdid the chutney. I put too much on one, but then tried to spread it over 2 because I can't really put it back in the pot. But I know I like a lot of chutney, but even I think this is a bit much.